Hello students, bear with us for another 2 minutes as most of the students will be attending their first class. So meantime, when they finish their first class, they'll be joining on this particular ID. So we'll wait for them. So we have around 20 students now, but I suppose within another 1 minute, we'll reach our 100 mark. So we'll wait for more students to join in. So I can see the list of participants. So we have MBA 3 students, and I must congratulate all of you for doing wonderful in your Times of India internship. I have received many messages. Like today only, Amarjeet Kaur has updated something on LinkedIn. So it is very refreshing to see that students are working so hard. And obviously, under these difficult times of COVID-19, you have to give your 100% so that you can have a good job with good package. So keep on doing the work, and definitely we'll be looking for best packages for you people. So we have now around 50 students. I suppose we'll wait for another 30-40 seconds till or 1 minute till we reach the mark of 100, and we'll start once we are touching the 100 mark. As first year students would also be joining in, it may take 1 or 2 minutes for them to join in because their first lecture would be finishing up within a minute. It's 10:32. MBA 3, Karan is there, Vipul, Amarjeet, Karman, Khayati, Mukul, Nikita, Palkin, Sheetal, Priyanka, Tusharvij, Manya from BBA is there. So we have around 60 students now, and another 40 students to go. Then we can start off with our session. So we have been working hard to arrange many experts for you people so that you can enhance your skill set, or you can learn something that is required for the industry or that is required for a good job. Like that LinkedIn workshop was very effective, and students have been very active on LinkedIn after that particular workshop, and they have been, in fact, I am also very active after that particular workshop. So it has given me immense amount of confidence, that particular workshop, and now I've been working on the LinkedIn from last 15 days or so, and it is very effective. I must say that every student must join LinkedIn, make that profile, and interact with the industry people. So this is the exact platform. And I would also like to highlight here that 2 of our students have already got a job through LinkedIn only. In the last 15 days, 2 of our MBA 2020 batch, MBA 2020 batch that is passed out in 2020 this year. So they have already got, 2 students have already got job in last 15 days direct from LinkedIn. So what have we done? One I forgot the name. They directly interacted with the HR officials of a particular company. Like one was the Byju's and second one was the, I suppose, Jaro Education, and they interacted with that particular HR official, and the HR official gave them the offer. Then they went through 2 or 3 rounds of telephonic interview, and then they were selected for that particular job, and now they are joining on 8th or 7th of September or 8th of September. So if they can, if there are more students that can also do such kind of things, like I'll brief you regarding that particular thing if it is in a special session also. So nice. I suppose we have around 100 students now. I suppose I should start with the session. So I welcome all of you uh, for this another wonderful session on skill set required, that is required for the industry or for the future. We are privileged to have Dr. Arvind Dhingra once again with us, and he has been very kind with us that he has agreed to talk on this specific topic that is very relevant for our students, the skill set required for the future. And thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation to interact with our students once again. And this is a very, I must say that your experience and your vast knowledge on this particular topic would help our students in getting a good job. So I'll whosoever has not attended the first session of Dr. Arvind, I just want to brief in a minute or so about Dr. Arvind. So Dr. Arvind is the Executive Director of Science and Technology Entrepreneurs Park under Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, Ludhiana. And he has done his PhD from NIT Kurukshetra in the area of power quality. And he is a certified energy auditor from Bureau of Energy Efficiency, Government of India. He has conducted several energy audits, notably being the UNDP sponsored project for upgradation of energy efficient of steel re-rolling mills in Ludhiana cluster. He has, to his credit, over 80 technical papers in various international and national conferences and journals. He has delivered many expert lectures on energy auditing, energy conservation, power quality, motivation, and he is a life member of EI, Kolkata, ICTE, MEEE, and Punjab Science Congress. And of course, I have briefed you about this, his recent post, that is the Executive Director of Science and Technology Entrepreneurs Park. So now I would like to welcome Dr. Arvind to bless us with his knowledge and guide our students regarding the skill set that is required for the future. And we have around 140 students now. And meantime, I invite Dr. Arvind Dhingra. Sir, welcome to APJ again.
Thank you, and it's really a pleasure to be with you all again. I would appreciate the efforts being put by you and your team, and Dr. Rai, Kamalji, Madam Harman, Director Saab. You've been doing wonderfully well, and I've seen people have been excelling. The students under your guidance have been excelling. You've got excellent packages in Byju. I think the highest package of 10 lakh has been given to students of APJ. That is a very heartening achievement. And the efforts which go along in organizing these kind of webinars and getting the students to attend and then learn from them is, of course, a very heartening thing to see. As Kamalji has introduced me, I would just first give you a brief about what I do at STEP. So STEP basically is the incubation arm for Guru Nanak Dev Engineering College, and we are into promoting entrepreneurship amongst the young budding graduates, all technical graduates, and we got number of schemes available for them that include the MSME, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and then Nidhi, and then TBI schemes and all that stuff. We have got a lot more of them. So we do help with the space, we do help with mentorship, we do help with getting the finances, MSME schemes, and so on and so forth. So these are the things which we are going to do. And now the topic which was given, or which was told that I should be talking is skill set for the future. So this is the presentation. I'll just go through, and we will discuss in between also. Uh, yeah. Now, why we made this presentation? For the champions of change, basically. What is happening? There is a change. A presentation for youths, to prepare them for future and equip them with adaptation skills, global skills, building their self-esteem, which is very, very important. And how do you do that? Learn from the past, prepare for the future, and live in the present. That is very, very important. You need to be living in the present. And nobody can predict the future with certainty. And our new normal is going to be VUCA. VUCA will be volatile, it will be uncertain, it will have complexity, it will have ambiguity. We are all seeing volatility is available, uncertainty, lot of uncertainty. You do not know when your college is going to be open, when you are going to be physically meeting your friends. It's a very complex world. Examinations, how will be held? How can the online system help us out? There is an ambiguity. Some universities saying, okay, we'll promote the students. Some of them are saying, no, we will have the examinations. UGC saying have the examinations. And this VUCA has been borrowed from the US Army War College. VUCA was coined by the Institute for the Future to describe the rapidly changing and complex business environment since the Great Recession of 2008. In 2008, there was a recession to the hilt. Industries were closing down, people were losing jobs. As the scenario is right now, the industry is on a slowdown, and in these times, in case you do not change, or you are not prepared, or you do not have the skills, necessary skills, you'll not be able to go along it, right? So this is what we're going to talk. And who will survive? Whose L is greater than C square? L is greater than C square. I just described the mathematical equation. In a period of rapid change, increasing complexity, the winners are going to be the people who learn faster than the rate of change, 1C, and faster than their competition also, that is the second C. In case you do not do it, this was said by Tom Hott, CEO, and for the Business Learning Institute. Now you see, if you do not learn faster, then when the change occurs, you will not be prepared, and you will not be prepared, so you will lose behind. And if you are not following, or if you're not observing your competition again and not learning from their mistakes, you are again going to lag behind. So this is a very important learning. I just thought I'll put it up. So let me just ask, what kind of person are you? Some men are brought, sorry, it's not, I'm not talking, it's gender insensitive right now. Some men are born great, so let us talk it as humans are born great. Some achieve greatness, some have greatness thrust upon them. All our prophets were born great people. Some have achieved greatness. For example, Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, these are the people. And some people have greatness thrust upon them. There are people who have got, nahi, tumko to bada banna hi padega. I'll not name them here. So, rather than creating in. And what are your primary passions? The passions has to be to succeed, to prepare, and to change. You should all be ready to change. That is very, very important, right? Let me just talk of something about global India. 38% of the doctors in USA are Indians. 36% NASA employees are Indians. 34% Microsoft employees are Indians. 28% IBM employees are Indians. 17% Intel employees are Indians. Half of the world's outsourced IT services are Indian. $47 billion industry, which is approximately 2,35,000 crore of industry. So why I'm saying this is because we Indians do not believe in ourselves. We lack self-belief, and whenever we go to these places, US or somewhere else, you are successful. Here you would keep saying, sir, the system is not right. Sir, this is I've got a problem. Yeah, the professor is not teaching me well. The college is not helping me with the facility, and I've got the political system is so rotten, and the corporation is not working. I've got a bad road. My parents are not listening to them. I do not have the freedom. Please don't lament on that. These are all executives. You are not supposed to excuse yourself for that. And you should be proud to be an Indian. Indian's tech capital, Bangalore, has more grade A offices than Singapore, whole of Singapore. Only one city I'm talking. If you talk of Noida, if you include Gurgaon, if you include Chandigarh, if you include all other software capitals, it will be much, much more. In 3 years, up to 25% of the world's new workers are going to be Indians. You are going to become that. And India's net GDP per capita will quadruple. It has, of course, because of 2020, some problem has happened. Anyways, and then you need to be ready. Why? Because there is a place for all at the top. Everybody can reach that pinnacle, that summit. Tomorrow is waiting for you. And you should be ready to adapt. Opportunity is big and global. Now it is not that you are confined to your place. You can be talking to anyone. In the past week or so, as Sir has been telling you, you have got webinars from people who you would never meet or have never met, and they are there, one-to-one, talking to you, listening to your questions, answering your questions, guiding you. So this is big opportunities available, and the rules of the game are changing. If you do not change, then there's a problem. We are being judged by a new yardstick. There's a new yardstick to judge, not by just smart we are, but by how we handle ourselves and each other. This is very, very important. How we handle each other and ourselves, how you conduct yourself, how you are working. Now is the time, in the pandemic times, what is happening? Online classes are happening. Some people will just switch on, log in and go off. Okay, fine, you do not want to learn. They think they are smart, but of course they're not smart. So this is going to be an issue with these people. And what is unacceptable? Just these are by Warren Buffett, and you all know Warren Buffett is one of the richest men in the world. And there is a story which goes along like this, that Buffett and Bill Gates also, you know, Bill Gates from Microsoft, they were discussing, a lot of reporters were asking Bill Gates, why don't you meet Buffett? Buffett is a very rich fellow and he's been doing very well for a long time. Gates said, I don't have time for meeting an old fellow like Buffett, and it is going to be a problem. But okay, fine. Somehow the meeting was fixed. But Gates said, I'll be with you for only a cup of coffee, say around an hour's time, and we can discuss whatever you want to discuss. And at Gates' insistence, and at Bill Gates, you could say, request, the meeting lasted for around 8 hours. He had not enough of Warren Buffett. If you know Warren Buffett, he still lives in a 3-room house, doesn't use a new car. He can do anything. He is the one, and he says that I started earning little late in my life. He started earning at the age of 11. So that's where you are. And what are his quotes? He says, highly qualified and unemployed, not acceptable. Highly talented, low value assignments, not acceptable. Highly experienced, low challenges, again not acceptable. Highly industrious, insufficient rewards, again not acceptable. And highly talented, and if he is unnoticed, again it is unacceptable. Now you need to dream big. This is one big thing you need to do, and this is one of the future skills you need. You need to dream big. You need to attempt the things you have never tried. You never tried that you would be able to study online. Did you try? No, but you have tried right now, and some of you have done pretty well. Try out challenges that others gave up. Somebody would have left. You see, somebody was, there is a story which goes along that somebody was trying to find out diamonds in a mountain range, and he kept going every day with his shovel for umpteen number of years, say 7-10 years. And at the end of 10 years, he said, okay, it's really sorry. I don't think these people will have diamonds here. And 2 days later, somebody else went, and he just with one more shovel, he could find out diamonds. Somebody gave up the challenge. The others took it up, and they have got good rewards. Go beyond common expectations. You need to go beyond the common expectations, what people have from you. Exceed their expectations and trust your wings. That is very, very important. Have trust in yourself. The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. This is very, very important. We keep a very small dream for us. We do not want to go beyond our set area. We have got a boundary of ourselves. We have made a boundary. We do not want to go beyond those boundary conditions. So that is very, very important, right? So dream big. And your success, it depends upon your self-esteem. See, if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you will not be able to do it. And your dreams, if you have got some dreams, definitely your plans, how do you make those plans? What are the plans and the actions you take to complete those plans, and what is your determination level? Like I said, that last shovel, so determination was there, and your perseverance. Now perseverance, you have got number of stories to relate. See, there was a match going on between India and I think it was West Indies, and a young fellow, Sachin Tendulkar, was there on the field and he got hit by the ball, badly bruised inside the helmet, bleeding, and he was supposed to be shifting out from the field, but his team was not doing well that point of time. And his coach and physiotherapist came and asked him, Sachin, you need to go out of it. He said, no, main khelega. So that is the spirit, that is the perseverance you need to have. So this is the skill you need for your future, and then you need to sustain excellence. People lead to profits. Profits must lead to reinvestment. In case you earn some profit, you please reinvest it. And reinvestment must lead to reinvention. Do something new, and it is only reinvention that is our future success. This is very, very important. So if you are supposed to be harping on your future success, believe in people, reinvest and reinvent. And global skills, what are required? Stay with the flock and be the crowd. जरूर चलिए दोस्तों के साथ मिलिए, लेकिन reach beyond the flock and be their leader. This is what this is being said. You need to become their leader also. Experience the pain to gain experience. You need to have that. See, somebody has to prick you up, prick your conscience, prick yourself every day. I can do this. And make a list of things to do. Make a list of things which you must do every day. And every day morning you must have an aim in your life. आज का दिन में I will do this much of work. Say 10, 12, 5 tasks, 6 tasks. And do include some tasks which are really easy. Really easy. Like I'll eat food. Okay, fine. Food you can eat anytime. No, there's no issue in that. Right? So that will give you a confidence that I've done this. And one task which is little tough, try doing it every day. So that will help you out in gaining the skill. Then next skill is be flexible and open-minded. Now, how can you be flexible and open-minded? You need to be agreeing, or you need to be receiving the ideas. Listening is a very good skill. As you are listening right now, class mein, what happens in the class when you are sitting in a class of 60, somebody is not interested in a particular lecture being given by somebody like me, and boring, yaar, let us sleep. This is already available. Sir will give us notes. Thank you very much. And he'll just doze off. And we people have mastered the art of sleeping with open eyes, no? So that is wherein people come in. And the next fellow will also, okay, yeah, kya hoga? If you're not interested, you will try poking in with other people. And if you are poking other people, they'll disturb the whole people. So you are supposed to be flexible and open-minded. You need to be receiving and be ready to be live anywhere. Wherever you go, please leave your mark. They should say, this fellow has done this work. इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा किया. These people have done really well. You should be remembered for doing that work. And be willing to work out with others. You should be having a team spirit. And building a team is not a one-day job. It takes a lot of time. Right? So you need to be building a team wherein everybody is trustworthy. Once the work is assigned, it is done. Nobody needs to check it again. And what is the skill set for success? It could be either career specific or it could be career neutral. So career specific, as you are doing, somebody is doing MBA, somebody is doing BTech, somebody is doing some other course. So you need to be doing some acquiring some technical skills which are being given to you through the lectures, professional skills like you do by public speaking, interacting with other people, and then analytical skills. How do you analyze the problem? And then there are certain career neutral skills which include the soft skills, which include leadership, problem solving, and initiative. Now, how do you develop that leadership skill? Right now, somebody, if I would ask you right now one question, and if I see how many, I want somebody to volunteer for a particular task. How many people can raise their hand? I would see, say, out of around 200 people attending this particular meeting, there will be around 2 people or 3 people who will raise their hands and say, okay, sir, I will be interested, without knowing what the task is. And that is where leadership comes in. They have in them, ingrained in them, कि यार काम सर कह रहे हैं तो अच्छा ही काम होगा. Let's do it. Leadership skill, problem solving. Are you a part of the problem, or are you part of the solution? You always go to the teacher lamenting, sir, this is not there, sir, this is not there, sir, we can't do it, sir, we don't have the book, sir, I didn't have the time, sir, my mother said this much, my father told me to go here and there. Please solve the problem. Give a solution to that problem, whatever you have. And initiative. How much initiative do you take? Are you initiating a change, or are you helping others to do it? And then communication skills, very, very important. Why are we harping on English language? Because see, if you take 100% of the people, 5% of the people in the world speak English. And it's very important to communicate with the people when you are abroad. Anybody knowing the story of Alibaba? Jack Ma? Jack Ma was working for a company which was into making things for European nations. And he saw within a small carrier that people from Europe could not understand Chinese, and Chinese could not communicate in English. They needed an interpreter. So he developed what? Developed his language skills, and he could talk in both the languages. And then he got up with some people, and then you know the rest of it is the history. Alibaba is now a very good company. And the body language, how you behave, how are you there? See, people come to the college and I'm not okay, my head is not feeling well, I'm not doing this and that. You need to be agile, work with, move with firm steps, move ahead. That is where it is we are talking of. Right. Now let's have a creative thinking exercise. There are 6 classes out here. You can see, and what you need to do, you need to just move one glass and alternate glasses to be filled. It's possible. Very easy. Take this glass, put it here, and end of the story. Things are there. And there could be some other combination, permutation also. Yeah, there could be. So that is what you can think of. Creative thinking. You need to be thinking beyond the boundary lines. Reasoning skills. You're running in a race question, and I would expect answers in the chat box. If people can do it, I would be happy. You're running in a race. You overtake the second person. What position are you in? How many say first? A lot of people will be saying first. A lot of people will be saying first row. Great. I got some answers in the chat box. I believe just a moment. To see the chat. Anyways, okay. So you will be in the second position when you overtake the second position. And in the same race, if you overtake the last person, then in what position are you in? You can't take the last person, yeah. Come on. Come on. You cannot. If he is the last person, how can you overtake? Then you are not participating in the race. These are small reasoning skill questions. Mathematical skills. Divide 32 by half and add 6. What is the answer? Quick answers required. Yeah. How many say? What is the answer? 70 is the answer. If you don't find it out, divide 32 by 1 by 2 and add 6 to it. 32 by 1 by 2 is 64 plus 6 is 70. Questioning skills. Ask questions, open-ended, closed-ended. Ask questions which are testing your higher order thinking skills or your lower order thinking skills. Lower order thinking skills are by experience, by your learning, you can do it. Higher order thinking requires application. And then you need to be having a skill for inference, drawing inference. Inference from what? Whatever you have learned, you need to be analyzing that. Inference from the facts. You need to apply your knowledge, and you need to have an information with yourself for doing well. Then next skill is having a time management. Everybody, when he gets up in the morning, 86400 seconds, everybody has got. And what you do with those seconds, everybody knows. मुझे मालूम है मैं क्या करता हूँ दिन भर, right? Then you need to have a clock time which goes uniformly for everyone, and a real time which is relative. Real time is relative. Why? Because I do some tasks faster than some other people, right? So this is wherein we talk of. Then self-evaluation. This is very important. SWOT analysis of yours. How do you rate your abilities and values? How do you rate your abilities and values? How do you find it out? First, you need to discover. Everybody has got some unique ability. Everybody here. कुछ लोगों ने उसको some people would have done it in the school, would have honed their skills, would have come up with those skills, but some people are doing it in the college, joining some societies, organizing some events, doing some extra work, studying extraordinarily. So you could be very good in academics, and you could be good in sports, but somebody would be very good at sports, right? So you need to find out what is your strength, what is your weakness, what is your opportunity, and what is the threat you face right now. See, weaknesses can be improved, threats can be eliminated, converted it to S and O's only. To succeed in business in these days, simply being lean, agile, and executing well is no longer enough. If you want to succeed in business, this is one technology futurists comment. I have just put it out here. If you want to succeed in business, simply being lean. Lean means thin. You do not have a big organization. You are a very small organization. Agile, who is responsive to the people, and executing well is no longer enough. You and your team need to harness the ability to anticipate the future. You need to anticipate what is going to happen. See, and in fact, I see this as being the most important missing competency that we have seen for decades. This is one of the missing the competencies. We cannot anticipate. We prepare only for a plan A. We never have a plan B. We need to have a plan B all the time. If I fail here, from this failure, I learn this and do this. This is very, very important. And then you need to have a leadership skill, lead and inspire people, have empathy with them, put them in your, put yourself in their shoes, find out what difficulties they are going to face, remove those difficulties as a leader, build relationships, have a cordial relationship with everyone, up and down. Relationship, one example I can cite here is Michelle Obama. When she shifted to White House, she called a party of all her officers which were assigned to her. And when they went in, they saw everybody in White House, working in White House, whether he was a gardener, cook, a plumber, anyone who was working in a helper, janitor, everybody who was there was called. And then she said, this is my team from New York, and this is the team I have brought from your place. So they built up a relationship. They talked with each other. They could have empathy with each other. Social and emotional intelligence these people have. Then service orientation is required. People management is required. Negotiation skills definitely required. Cross-cultural competency. We are fortunate enough, we are sitting in such a place wherein cross-culture is there. You got people from other states coming to your college, and then gelling with you. They have their own cultures. Respect their culture. Find out what is good in their culture and try gelling with them. Have social intelligence. Be globally focused. Look global. Have a team development. Build a team. If you are not able to find out something, have coaching and mentoring. and then you should be motivating and inspiring and be ready for change management, and you should be adept at influencing, inspiring and motivating others to facilitate change, right? Anticipating and serving evolving needs. You need ideation, creativity, innovation. These are all very big words, but if you do it, how now ideation, idea comes to you every day, every time. आप घर से निकले हैं, if you come out of the house, you're driving your bike or you're driving your car or you're driving your bicycle or you're coming on foot, some idea would come to you. How can I commute faster? How can I do this faster? And what do you do with that idea? Oh, no, it is not good. Yeah. Every idea is good provided you fuel it. You create that idea, own that idea, and innovate upon them and give it a novel thinking. People are making smart dustbins. See, it's a very important novel concept. And you should have critical thinking. And then one very most important thing, what skill you need is transdisciplinarity. Transdisciplinarity, what does it mean? You need not be focused only on the thing you are doing. MBA के हैं तो ये सोचेंगे कि सर MCA वाले क्या करते हैं, मैं उससे कुछ लेना नहीं है. Sorry, you have all the work in the world to find out what they are doing right now, and what people in MSc would be doing, what other people are doing, and you should be future facing. Future ready, creating awareness, predictive and adaptive skills to identify emerging trends that will impact the organization and its client. You should be doing that. Why? Because when you go to the organization is going to ask, you are the future for the organization. You are the bhavishya. So you need to be ready for that. If you are not ready, you will not be able to do. Becoming adept in identifying strategic direction and opportunities to meet the evolving needs of those we serve. This is very important. Critical thinking and problem solving, synthesizing intelligence into insight. You should have large frame. You should be outside the frame. You should be able to think the large picture. Don't think, ye mera syllabus, I'll do it fast. Sorry. You need to be thinking how I'm going to apply this. Strategic guidance which you are getting from your college. Your people are working very hard. Training and placement department is working very hard to give you strategic guidance. Organizing such kind of seminars wherein you get a lot of inputs. Then tactical acuity. How do you tactfully deal with the situation? You get into a situation, you don't want to come out of it. How do you do it? Sense making. Cognitive flexibility. Cognitive is something which you can learn, which you can develop. Cognitive thinking you need to develop. Judgment and decision making. Design management. And then you need to have certain things like this: strategy, market environment, regulatory things, and skillful evaluating factors. Okay, fine. Now, active learning. Anyone in the future needs to actively learn and grow. A person with a growth mindset understands their abilities and intelligence can be developed, and they know their effort to build skills will result in higher achievement. So if you are working for your future, what are you going to do? You need to have a mindset of growth. You need to have a mindset of applying your knowledge, growing out of this, and they'll therefore take upon the challenges, learn from mistakes, and actively seek new knowledge, obviously. Communication skills, very, very important. They are very complex also. Emotional intelligence is required nowadays. What do you mean by emotional intelligence? What happens usually in a class? Teacher scolds somebody, and especially, I'm not gender biased again here, but especially some girl will, oh sir, आपने तो जो मैं उनके सामने डांट दिया, हमारी तो इज्जत ही खराब हो गई. And the boys will also say the same. Sir ji, साडी तो इज्जत ही नहीं रही. So it's not like that. This is not emotional intelligence. Executive presence. Wherever you are there, you are executing some work. Believe in that, and being able to effectively exchange reliable and meaningful information. Whatever you talk, whatever you do, whatever you transpire, it should be meaningful, using appropriate context and interpersonal skills. You need to have proper interpersonal skills, right? Okay, then, yeah. Okay, just one moment. Yeah, then you need to be having integration and collaboration. See, there is a kahavat in Hindi which says that akela chana bhad nahi phod sakta. So you need to have people with you. You need to have a team with you. Collaborate, coordinate, have virtual collaboration. People should feel कि यार वो फलाना आदमी in Jalandhar is there, he'll help me out. Collaborative mindset, effective at building strategic alliances. Build an alliance with some people. They have and work collaboratively to provide multidisciplinary solutions to problems which seemingly are complex. And you should be technology savvy and have data analytics. This is one field I can tell you in the next coming scenario in century. This is going to be the field of the future, data analytics. If you have ability to do it, no dearth of jobs. You need to have new media literacy. What is coming in the media every day? क्या कुछ नया आ रहा है? Computational thinking. What is happening? है ना? On computers. Yeah, you may are also defined. Okay, and then you need to be tech savvy. Now, tech savvy means what is happening in technology. You would say कि sir हमको तो पता है जी नया मोबाइल कौन सा आया है, उसमें क्या क्या बटन है. I'm not talking of mobile only. Those you have the mobile in your hand. It is a very powerful tool. Use it for powerful things. As sir was telling in the earlier thing, if you have a social profile, have it on LinkedIn. Have it. Use your Facebook profile to your benefit. Do not use it just for posting. I have gone there. I have had chaat chana. आपने चाट खाई कोई बात नहीं. Nobody is happy. There will be comments. Thumbs up would come up. Some smileys would come up. Somebody would say कहाँ खाई जी. But that is not the game. That is not going to help you out. So you need to be having a tech savvy game. Understand and leverage the relevant technology in conjunction with the core competence. Whatever core competence you have developed, with that, gel with the technology, and you should be aware of exponential technologies like cloud computing, artificial intelligence, big data, blockchain. Big data is coming everywhere, and so is the blockchain coming everywhere, right? Blockchain is everywhere. Okay, now, emotional intelligence, a person's ability to be aware of controls and express their own emotions as well as being cognizant of the emotions of others. How others are also talking, right? There's some serious thing is going on and you crack a joke, that might not be emotional intelligence. You exhibit high emotional intelligence if you have empathy, integrity and work well with others. A machine can't easily replace a human's ability to connect with other human beings. So those who have high emotional quotients will be in demand. That is very, very important. Anybody having high emotional intelligence or emotional quotient will definitely be in demand. And judgment and decision making, human decision making will become more and more complex in the future workplace. Why? Because number of factors are involved, right? And it is very uncertain. While machines and data can process information and provide insights that would be impossible for humans to gather, ultimately, who is going to take the call for doing the thing? It is the human being who is going to take the call. He is going to take the decision, recognizing the broader implications of the decision might have on the other areas of business or his own self or on other human beings, right? So you need to have higher level decision making. Then diversity and cultural intelligence, as our world and workplaces become more and more diverse and open. Now, see, world is very small right now. If I want to listen to somebody sitting in America, finding out his views, what he's doing in technology, it's open. I can just give him a Skype call and we are on chat like we are sitting in a drawing room. And we can talk on that. So it's very, very important. And it's vital that individuals have skills to understand and respect and work with others despite differences in race, culture, religion, language, gender, and political beliefs. The ability to understand and adapt to others who might have different ways of perceiving the world will not only improve how people interact within the company, but also make companies' products and services more inclusive and successful. There are a number of examples for cars. Somebody introduced a car in China with a particular name, which didn't mean, which meant something else in Chinese, like a dog or something like that. And that didn't work out. So what is happening? Basically, you need to be doing that, finding out their culture, what is there. Then embracing the change. Embracing the change is very, very important. Due to the speed of change in future workplace, people will have to be agile and be able to embrace and celebrate change. You need to be celebrating change. You need not be afraid of change. Not only will our brains need to be flexible, but we'll also need to be adaptable as we are required to adjust to shifting workplaces, expectations, and skill sets. An essential skill during the fourth industrial revolution, Industry 4.0, which is now happening these days, will be the ability to see the change not as a burden, but as an opportunity to grow and innovate. So, you have a bright future. What can you do? Plan it today. Constantly dream and dream big. Be passionate. Whatever you do, have passion. Put 100%. Embrace the change, whatever has happened. Now, don't lament that online classes हो गया जी, ये तो पढ़ा नहीं रहे हैं जी, college वाले ये कर रहे हैं. But college is doing a lot of work for you, arranging all these lectures and your normal study lectures also. Review your personality. All times, find out where am I lacking, what should I do to improve my personality, and hone these skills. Right? Today is the beginning. So what you do today can improve all of your tomorrows. जितने आपके कल आने हैं वो सारे improve हो जाएंगे. Today is the first day for the rest of your life. Yes, this is very, very important. And finally, you can do it. How do you start? I won't do it. I can't do it. I want to do it. How do I do it? I'll try to do it. I can do it. I'll do it. And finally, yes, you have done it. So which step you have reached today? कहाँ से शुरू कर रहे हैं आप? Every day you must do some step ahead. Acquire some new skill. And thank you very much. With that, I think I've not exceeded my time, Kausar. And I hope I have been able to do justice to what. Yeah, somebody is saying, can you use Hindi language? I'm sorry. I was supposed to be telling in English because there were a lot of other people involved. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for this great session. I think today's session will further motivate the students to work on their specific skill set that is required for this, for getting a good job in the corporate. So I think it is very important for the students now to implement these skills, because for the final year students of MBA and MCA and all the courses, because this is the time that they'll get the opportunities from the companies, and they must practice these skills so that they can crack the GDs, PIs, and the aptitude test. So thank you once again, sir. And
the request is that people should, from the first year, should start developing these skills.
Right, sir. Right.
Because when they come, see what happens when they come to the final year, they just find it out that this is required. Then it is very difficult. Then it becomes very difficult. Then the train has already left the station. चलती हुई ट्रेन में चलना पड़ेगा. तो चलती हुई ट्रेन में चलेंगे तो शायद गिर सकते हैं. You might find a problem.
So that is why. Yeah. So that is why we have mandatory employability enhancement classes for
first year itself. You should do it. Hammer it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you very much again, sir, and see you again sometime in near future. Specifically for STEP is organizing any kind of, let's say STEP is organizing any kind of event or competition or something. So we'll love to send up students.
Definitely like to talk to your students something regarding how to become entrepreneurs.
Right, sir.
Yeah, idea generation. That is a very important concept which we need to talk someday. Any day, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. And thank you very much. And I do appreciate all the efforts done by the TNP department, especially Kamal sir, Madam Harman, Director Saab, Dr. Roy. And of course, congrats to the students who have been placed by Byju's with a very good package. And I hope all of you get placed with very good packages. Your college is working hard. Do give them some leverage with some skill set you develop, and you'll all succeed. All the best for your future. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, now I request all the students, they can move on to their regular classes. And for first year, you have 15 minutes break, and then they can move to their lecture of the previous Zoom ID with the previous Zoom ID. And all the third semester students, they already are aware of what to do now. They will be going for their lecture. So thank you again for today's presence. So we'll see you next time.
Thank you.